love like harmony, two notes that blend just right, a perfect polished melody that fills a stiller night. But you and I are discord sometimes, a temporary clash, a rhythm that gets stumbled on, a syncopated dash. Sharps and high flats too. It's not a seamless symphony in everything we do. But even in the wrong notes, in the parts that feel unsure, there's a truth that's being written, growing honest and impure. And the beauty isn't in the flawlessness we lack, it's in the courage of the music bringing us both back. Darling, with a song, the whole imperfect track, the messy human verses with the courage to come back, the bridge that feels uncertain and the soulful swinging slack. We're not just the refrain, we're the hum under the crack. Yeah, darling, with a song, and there's no turning back. Keyboard's got a missing tooth where middle C should be. A silent gap in every scale, a hole for all to see. I play around the emptiness, a clumsy flat refrain, but every song comes stumbling back to that familiar pain. The tuner says the rest are perfect, every other note is right, but the melody feels homeless in the unforgiving light. The chord that wants for resolution, the bridge that has no end, all lead back to the hollow where the music can't pretend. It's the ledger of the lost things, the ultimate final cost things, paid in this silent key. It's a dead in the key of C for crying, the one note that keeps on dying. The empty space where my heart's lying, every song I try is just trying to fill the gap with justified denying. In the key of C for crying. Kitchen faucet's dripping out, slow and steady blame, a metronome of emptiness that calls out your own name. Your favorite coffee mug sits clean and cold up on the shelf, a museum of the morning that I'm haunting by myself. Tried to rearrange the chairs to try and change the view, but every new arrangement just reminds me more of you. The silence in this house ain't soft, it's heavy as a stone. It's the sound of all the future that you took and gone, and the front door stands wide open, but the hope inside is broken, and the wind just whistles through. Solitary tear and a love song on the jukebox that I just can't bear to hear. Yeah, you done gone and the leaving's all that's clear. The choices of the month before are all that can be seen. I count the coins and crumpled bills, a meager silent sum, the arithmetic of getting by that always leaves me dumb. The only thing that's plentiful is in the ceramic tray, a city of dead soldiers from the battles of the day, each filtered into minute lost, a small and burning cost to quiet down the worry while the hopeful hours are lost. One economy is broken, the other is a token of time. empty pockets full ashtray. Empty pockets full ashtray. Whoa. That's the story at the closing of the day. The balance never works out, doesn't go the other way. Just a tangible absence, the ghosts of what if they just linger in the haze, and they're the only bills I can't pay. Yeah, empty pockets full ashtray. Guilt ain't howling at my heels out on some lonesome road. It's on a corporate leash now, a respectable, fierce load. It clocks in at 9 sharp in a tailored midnight suit, with a ledger of my failures. It is methodically astute. It doesn't snarl or froth or bite in some dramatic way. It just sits across the desk and has the paperwork to say exactly where I faltered in triplicate and sign, with a case for my damnation that is watertight to find. And its retainers paid in sorrow, drawn from a joint account I'll borrow from till the day I'm done. Got a hellhound on a retainer, billing by the hour, feeding on the past with a professional darkest hour. Watch love movies, all the soft and glowing scenes, the perfect filtered lighting, and the in-betweens that got left on the cutting room floor, the awkward and the real. I thought that was the standard, the only way to feel. Then I saw you at your worst day, no makeup, no good light, tired from a brutal Tuesday, facing down the night. I saw the tiny freckle that the cameras would erase, and the honest, weary beauty time could never displace. And the picture got so clearer, the meaning came so nearer in the truth, not in the you're messy, you are mine. No airbrush, pretty pixels, just a perfect real design. It's the way the morning finds us, tangled, and it's fine. You're loving high definition, raw and true and all divine. My collar's crisp and white is born. When gets the sunbeam, my words are oil for the trouble. The practiced tender care. I speak the peace that passes of a better night to share. While underneath this pulpit, my own guilt is laying bare. Congregation is not good beat of the spirit. It's a panic, I can't clear it. A panic, flattering style. I'm a preacher with a telltale heart, a holy man playing a poison part. The louder that I pray, the more I come apart. To the throne, but the secret I can never report. Yeah, a preacher with a telltale heart, a preacher playing a poison part. I'm a preacher with a telltale heart. 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 against the Sunday. My collar's crisp and white as bone against the Sunday.
The landlord's notice taped up on my weathered wooden door. Another due date circle that I can't afford no more. The check I was expecting got lost somewhere in the mail. Just another chapter in my never-ending tale. My car coughs in the driveway, got a shimmy and a groan. Beast of burden with a mind all of its own. The job I had on Monday, they said the contract's through, leaving me on Tuesday with too much time and nothing to do. And the sun keeps right on shining on this losing and the pining and the constant wearing thin. Trouble been my only friend right from the start, sleeping in my pockets, living in my heart, always there to meet me when the good times depart. The one sure thing I've known, the one familiar heart. Yeah, trouble been my only friend, we'll never be apart.